New York City, New York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, ball. We are not stopping, aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange, and everybody starving. Hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers, all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, ball. We are not stopping, aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange, and everybody starving. Hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers, all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we back. This is New York City, home of the Knicks, baby. Yeah, we back on track. The Mecca's going crazy. Rim rocking, shot blocking, ball. We are not stopping, aiming at that chip with a bullseye on the target. It's been so many years, that's how bad we really want it. From the city to the garden, we all be blue and orange, and everybody starving. Hell yeah, hungry for a ring. Got a team full of hungry hoopers, all going in. We back. Oh yeah, we back. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah. Let me hear you give it up. We back, we back, we back, we back, we back, we New York City, New York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah, let me hear you give it up. The Knicks is in the Mecca, yeah.
Wolves is Fields in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Uh-oh. Sounds like it's about to go down in here. Going down. New York City, NYC, Borough. MSG, stand up. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want? We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks. We want the Knicks.
Warning. This video contains super awesome content not suitable for people who don't enjoy super awesomeness. Viewer discretion advised.
Que lo que, mi gente, what's good? You heard, you know what it is, the Organic Fanatics back at it. Salute, waiting for my brother to come in, so if you see him, he should be jumping in late, but we back at it again. Welcome to F Around and Find Out Friday. We back at it for another week. It's slow news today, but some news as we get going there. I got my primo, hermano, Machetazo Machete. What's good, familia? Que lo que?
What's going on, Cuzzo? What's going on? Well, what's going on, Mikey? What's going on, New Knicks? What's going on, Knicks Nation? This is our Organic Fanatic show. Please like and subscribe, everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we back at it. New Knicks should be joining us shortly here. Just send out the invites on there for sure. Last week, we left off talking about the gaping hole, pause, the last missing piece of what we have going on here with the New York Knickerbockers. We said they not like us. As you can see, the team that is behind me is extremely formidable. We don't know what they can do, but compared to all the individual talents, what they can do, I think they're going to be phenomenal. We were talking about centers. You know, can Mitch be the starting center? Can he be healthy enough to get 50 games in, maybe 60 games in? That's going to be key. We'll see if he can. We believe he can. He's been resting up and healing. As I think New Knicks was bringing up, which he should be coming on shortly. He was saying that because we have the others around, Mitch may not have to do as much where he was risking his body. And even though, as Machete was talking about, Joel Embiid had the extra cheating activities that cut his playoffs even shorter. Hopefully we can get the NBA to take a look at some of that. But with the news that's going out there, we talked about possible, is there a starting center, which we're looking at the Atlanta center on there. So see if he's going to be starting, or who we had before. He was on our roster towards the end of the year. You guys have been watching him in G League this year. He was also in the G League last year. He was in the final roster spot when we were hurting for centers, when we had to get Precious Achiuwa to basically play the center role, and we was down everybody. The time where even iHeart was injured. He had the Achilles strain when we were down very bad for centers. And then we called him up, and we're talking about Dmytro Skapintsev. Machete, we've been watching Dmytro Skapintsev for about 2 summers now. Do you have his stats up that you want to go over so we can talk about some of the stats here and get it going? You're on mute. I can't hear you. You're on mute.
My bad. Yeah, I was just looking stuff up on him on Basketball Reference and see if I can get it up real quick. He's going to be Dmytro Skapintsev.
Why you look?
Cherska, Ukraine. He went to Cal State, Northridge. He was born, he's 7'1", 260 pounds, right? He's a center. He shoots right. He's, like you said, played 2 games for us. Let's see, I have right here the regular season, 23, 24 regular season. He, Oh, I guess he played. Yo, what's good? What's going on, you Knicks?
Salute to the new Knicks. What up? Salute to the almighty GM. Almighty GM. We see you back there. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. In the background,
We see you.
out here with the Broham.
Yeah.
What's
What's good?
What's your excuse? What took you so long?
Bro, my hot spot wasn't spotting hot. So, you know what I mean? My bad, we on the road. Just getting off of work. Salute to your FM. Salute to the chat. Keith Watkins, Coach, everybody. Welcome home. Welcome to the TOF show. Could have been anywhere else in the world, but you're here with us. You know what it is. Vibing out, rocking out. Here with my brother Machete, Miggs, and Ruel. Yeah, I mean, what's popping? What we talking about today?
Dmytro Skapintsev over here.
Let me bring him back, and then you go over the stats real quick. And before that, salute to the chat. Nostalgic Nick, salute. ATL,
Salutes.
ATL, Cosire 617, Replay Gang, Live Man Gang. It ain't nothing. It ain't y'all. We appreciate you guys tuning in as always. And just to recap, to bring new Knicks up to it, whoever may be coming late. So last week we were saying that they're not like us, the squad that we have. As you see the background, we got all the players that we have here that we think that they're a real big contender, that they can definitely contend in the East. Questionable person that's behind me here would be Mitchell Robinson and his durability. And then as we're seeing of who we get, whether we get a Clint Capella, as we're looking at options, we know Leon is kicking the tires on some other players that we can possibly get. He's not rushing into it because if not, we would already have someone now. And then whether Clint Capella's a starter or not, if we can get him at a good cost. And then we were talking about other players that we have that we think, I think New Knicks was talking about it, that and myself, that we believe as we stand packed, that we definitely can make a good run on there. But we were talking about all the centers and center options last week. And as we were a little crispy on that saucy Sunday, we were out a little of that next on there. We were talking about other centers, other options. And then this one, we were talking about a couple of days ago. Dmytro Skapintsev is, and go ahead. And that's where Machete was bringing up some of his stats on there. We got to talk about. You want to bring that back?
The Dmytro Clinker Clank?
Yeah, he's a 7'1", 260 pounds, was born May 12, 1998.
Ukraine, right? He's from Ukraine?
From Cherske, Ukraine. He played at Cal State Northridge. He NBA debut was December 23rd, 2023. So he's had a little bit of time in the NBA. So his little bit of time in the NBA, he really didn't get too much minutes. He played 2 games in the NBA. So he was in the 2 games, he played 1 minute. He had a half a field goal. He had no 3-pointers and none of that. 2 points. He hit half of his field goals. So he got he didn't get too much time other than the 2 minutes that he had in the NBA in December.
And that's because we were
other than that. Wait a minute, hang on real quick. Let me see what I got. I'm looking at NBA basketball reference. Yeah, that's all he's got, man. He seems like a decent guy. I like what I saw at Summer League. He's got height. He kind of reminded me because of his height of KP a little bit. I'm not saying he's a KP or anything like that, but he was a good floor commander. He had a good overview of the floor. He knew where his guys was. He made some good passes, and he made 2 or 3 pointers. 3-pointers. So I kind of I would like him as a backup to Sims. I would like for us to have Achiuwa back and play Sims next, like Phil was saying. But I like this kid, this Skapintsev Dynamo.
And hey, salute to JW. What up? First time I believe we see you in the chat, JW. What up? Appreciate you commenting. Give us your thoughts, whatever you're thinking about. We're gonna get back to you guys and always politic with you guys. Salute to JW, new person in the chat. Like and subscribe so we can get you out there. But so we got this kid, he's 7'2". He's 7'1", right? 7'1". I think he's 7'1". So he's He's kind of looked like a light version of KP. He's got a heavy body as far as like legs. He's like a light version of Jokic. He has some ability. There was a game that he had in summer league. He has 17 points, 10 rebounds, and 3 blocks. So he has the skill set. He's got the age. I believe he's 26. Machete said. We called him up, so he was called up before, but he did play behind Jericho Sims. We didn't really give him a look on there. Salute to Delano Steele. Salute, salute. Appreciate you. Jalen Brunson's real father. He's saying I'm Jalen Brunson's real father. Hey, I'll take it. Just give me 7 mil out of 157.
Hey, salute to DSJ. Yeah, I mean, I mean, I saw some highlights of him. I forgot who mentioned him on YouTube or on a post. I think it was the Objective Knicks. I like to give my props out to the other people giving content out. Yeah, but I saw his highlights. He was pretty good. He hustled. Like Mike said, he's 7'1", 240 plus. He does remind me, I mean, his game does mimic iHeart a little bit. He's kind of tall, so he has a good visual of the floor with his height. You know what I mean? He can see above other players. His IQ is up there, you know, but I mean, if the front office signs him, you know, it's a good look. Me myself, you know, I really rather go with Sims as the starter. He was the starter when Mitch went down. You know, he was the starter because.
If Mitch is healthy, you still put him out.
What was that? Yeah, because I rather because I've been mentioning this since day one. You know, I like Sims. You know, and ever since Tibbs put him in as a starter for when Mitch got injured. You know, I saw him progress. I saw the progress a little bit, and then after the pod, you know, a day or two later, you see highlights of Sims working out, you know, grinding in the gym. He got a nice turnaround jump shot. His offensive game is, I mean, we've seen highlights of Mitch in every summer. You know, I've seen Mitch do point guard stuff, but, you know, is it going to translate to the floor? Who knows? Because we've been seeing Mitch do it, you know, but I think they do have a little more confidence in Sims' games. Sims has a 46-inch vertical, plus he's 6'11", I think. I mean, the guy got super bunnies with his added offensive skills that he's working on, and the fact that we now have Bridges, OG Anunoby, we have like a full healthy squad. Randall coming back, you know. I don't see the challenge for the center. Before it was a little more difficult because Mitch was actually guarding a few people's position. So I think with Bridges there and his defensive ability and OG Anunoby and his elite defensive, you know, skill set, I think the center will be a little more relieved no matter who we put in there. It's not going to be as dreadful as the past years. You know, there's a lot of defensive help. And I think we should give Sims the chance the same way we gave Deuce the chance. I think Sims deserves a chance, and I think he could succeed with the starting lineup.
So do you think so?
And I would like Mitch to end the year. I want Mitch to end the year healthy and strong in the finals. You know what I mean?
Do you think Skapintsev can be a third serviceable big? They're behind Sims, behind Mitch. as a breaking case of emergency type fix?
Okay, what are we paying for him? And is he more than Precious? He is tall. You know, we had a height problem in the past few seasons. That ain't the case now. You know, I think we're at a good average height. So
You think he's safe?
is he getting it? I'm asking, is he gonna get paid more? Is he gonna get paid more than Sims?
If anything,
I
he'll be
mean,
on a two-way. If
than
anything, he'll be
Precious.
nah, he's gonna be like on a two-way where you can call him up if you need to. He'll still play in Westchester. You can bring him up if you need to, like how Jacob Toppin was last year. And I think he's gonna.
I mean, we all know how Jewish Leon Rose could be. No offense to anybody in the Jewish community. Yeah, I mean, but yeah, we all know how Leon Rose could be. You know, with that budget. So if he sees a cheaper option that's feasible and that could fit with what we got going on, he's always gonna take that option. But with Precious not being signed to any other team, to me, states that he's not in a rush to jump out of contract. I think Precious wants to come back to New York. He is from the BX. I think he wants to stick with this team. If it could work within the budget, I mean, if like I really can't tell with the front office. They're so quiet and they can make any move at any moment.
Machete, from what you've seen the last 2 summers, you've seen we call him up at the end of last Dmytro specifically. Do you think he can make the 15-man roster? I'll say that. I'm not saying he's gonna get minutes. Do you think he would be on a two-way contract? Do you think he would be one of the 15?
Yo, he's got what nobody can teach. Height. He's 7 foot. I think my notes when we were watching those games, I had him 7'1" and great footwork. That's what I wrote down in the chat. I like what I saw. Good teamwork, team ball. The way they were sharing the ball, he was part of that. I mean, it was just summer league, but I wrote down good footwork, 7'1", 26 years old. So 26 years old, he's got 3 years of college, I think, all at North Cal State. Another experienced guy, just like Tyler Kolek. Kolek, I got what, 4 years at Marquette? These are guys who are experienced college. And that's what I think, even though it's been great, we got these guys out of high school, a lot of great names out there. I'm not saying that they weren't great, but I think that we've moved away from the fundamentals or I've always said that guys who stay longer in college and get their fundamentals down and grow into their bodies a little bit more. He's 26. He's a little older. He's probably going to get as big as he's going to get, but he's still a 7-footer, man. I think I had him down 7'1". That's why I had him. I said he was kind of like KP-ish because he's like because of his height. He's as big as KP, and we can't go wrong with a guy like that. That seems to have a good eye of the court and can shoot.
So you think he makes a 15-man roster?
I think we should try to squeeze him in. He's a fucking 7 foot. Who else is 7'1"?
Okay. Hey, salute to Delano Steele. Delano Steele says, no matter what we do, we're going to play centers by committee. Our hope is that Mitch takes less risk defensively, which prevents less probability of injury. So that's definitely true, which I think that was where the new Nick was kind of going to as far as starting Jericho Sims to where you see Mitch comes from the bench, which I think we were saying that before too. That way he can ramp himself up so where he's more lasting throughout the season. And then once playoff comes, if he's at 100% at that time, then you can kind of squeeze him in on there. Delano also says the more important question is if we retain Achiuwa and there's a chance to upgrade backup center, who would you part with, Achiuwa or Sims? So that's a 2-part question. So to go to that, as you see the Kolek on there, I'm in the mindset I like Kolek. I think Kolek was a smart signing by Leon. I think this was a different type of development move by Leon. Kolek is, we all spoke about it last week of how good of a point guard he is, facilitator, which plays good to Dmytro Skapintsev, which plays good to when Jericho Sims was there, how you include those centers on pick and roll. So I think he works good with a center that'll facilitate him. His age for Dmytro being 26 years old, I think is not a good thing. I think he can make the
Bro, you walking all around the question. The question that DSJ
I'm gonna
asked
get to this question, but
was who
I want to finish my thought.
getting rid
I
of.
want to finish my thought on that, and then I'll come back to Delano's question because we were originally
All
talking about
right,
Dmytro. Well,
go
Dmytro is not
ahead.
a question,
Go
which I
ahead.
mean, so we're talking about Achiuwa and Sims on it. Dmytro is what we're talking about now. To close out Dmytro, I was saying that Dmytro, I think he can make the 15-man roster. They see what he could do, bring him in as a two-way player. I think him and Jacob Toppin get the two-way contract where they would be the ones coming in from G League and called up to the top. I think they get the two-way contract. And then I think that's where we're going to go to Kolek. Now, to answer Delano Steele's question, he says if we retain Achiuwa, which that's what I was trying to get to with Kolek, which I think we do retain Achiuwa because in about 7-8 days, by August 6th, which I'm in agreement with Raw on that, I think the reason you haven't seen Achiuwa on here is because you can't trade Kolek until August 6th. We said we were going to include Deuce in any trade. So the next trade piece, similar money, is Kolek. I think Kolek gets traded out. Then we'll see him. We'll see the addition of Precious Achiuwa right after that. I'm pretty sure, if not on that same day. So if we retain Achiuwa, is there a chance to upgrade the backup center? To be honest, I think Achiuwa would be playing both sides. I think it'll still be as New Nick was saying. I think it's Sims and I think it's Mitch at center. Precious Achiuwa can back up Julius Randle, and then he can also back up Sims. So I think Achiuwa is going to play a dual role. So depending on health, how far we go down the line, that's the great thing about Precious Achiuwa, that he played multiple roles. But more than likely, he's going to back up Julius Randle, and then he's going to also play the supplementary role on center. But it looks like Sims has been working hard. He plays very similar. He knows Tibbs. This is his 4th year, same as with Deuce. I see Sims getting a shot, and I think Leon is going to examine the first 25 games before trade deadline. We're looking at what Sims can do, what possibly Mitch, Skapintsev, and anybody else. And I think Leon makes a move by trade deadline if we can get a more experienced center by that time frame, affordable. That's my thoughts on that. I think we get ready.
Listen, me myself. I'm going with the center with bunnies. I'm going with a center that I forgot what the stat was out of every 100 games, or for players that came in, centers that came in third. I think I'm fucking it all up. All I know, Mitch Sims came in third in a certain category for players that played under 25 minutes or some shit like that. So I think if you give them a chance, listen, yeah, what we want on the floor is threats. Who's a bigger threat to anybody? I think Sims is a bigger threat with the body and shoulders that he has, and the added bunnies, plus the offensive skill set, plus we got all the offensive weapons we really need. All we really need Sims to do is just jump and smack niggas shit on defense, grab the boards, and run it. You know what I mean? And get ready for fucking Lob City.
Your thoughts, Machete?
I agree, man. I say I'm all in for Sims, man. I was just saying what I liked about the Skapintsev. You know, I'm not saying he should go ahead of Sims or anything like that. You know, we believe in the walls of Jericho. We saw what he could do his rookie season when we put him out there. You know, I think that he's gonna ball out. I think he's gonna earn his contract and get paid. He's the next one to get paid in line. You know, what I mean? He's been there a little bit longer. He's got better chemistry. You know, I would love to just, like I said, once again, back to Precious. Let's get our brother back. It's getting so that we haven't heard anything about it. That it's kind of like it's so a forgotten topic. Just forget about it. Almost sometimes I'm like, just forget about it with the Precious Achiuwa. But I really would like to have him back because of the chemistry that he had with OG, and also bring back Sims because of the chemistry that he has for the last 2.5 years with us. You know, going on his third year. This will be his third season. So I want all the chemistry, camaraderie. You know,
Camaraderie
that we can get.
Camaraderie.
You know what I'm saying? But you know, yeah, I would love to have some. You know, he looks like he's balling out. He's got them big shoulders, like Phil said, like Nick said, and he's dependable. He played good. He got good rebounds. He made good passes. He seemed more confident last year, and this year he's going to be even more confident. You know, he's going to play a different role.
Listen. He only lost.
You got him on the cheap.
Hartenstein came in because Sims got injured. That was the only reason why Hartenstein came in.
Absolutely, we needed a backup to the backup.
Stepped up. Yeah, he was the backup to the backup. But bro, listen to me. Sims is the motherfucking man, and on top of that, he got his braids last year. He's feeling more wavy. He's getting his offensive skill, you know, brushing the rust off of it off. And I think we're going to see a new Sims. Yeah, I mean, and I hope the front office does decide to go. I mean, I don't see them going away from you know, their culture. I think the new culture of the Knicks is always defense first because that's our face. You know, that's the face of the franchise is always defense, but chemistry you can add to the culture. Yeah, I mean, and they're not gonna. I don't think the front office is gonna go away from chemistry and camaraderie like Machete says. Yeah, I mean, so I think the front office is always gonna go with chemistry first, and who's been there longer, so we don't have to reteach all these new players. They could just come in, watch, learn, and step in.
Hey, Delano still camaraderie. That's Machete's. He's supposed to be saying camaraderie, but that's his way of saying that's what he says. So that is an inside
Camaraderie.
Camaraderie, but what he says camaraderie. So you see us grin when he says it. That's what. And Delano still also has a question here, which is legitimate. He said, "Who's a better shot blocker, Sims or Achiuwa?"
Sims, Bunnies.
I got Achiuwa on that.
He's a bigger threat, bro. Like when yeah, I've seen many guards try to drive in, and when they're like, "Oh shit, Sims is there," they either dribble the fuck out the paint or they dishing it. They are not going up on Sims. That's what you need. A rim.
So you saying Sims is stronger?
Listen to it, bro. He protects the rim with his threats. Yeah, I mean, so I mean, there's nothing you could. Maybe Chua did have more blocks, but I think players will be more scared of Sims and his bunnies and his ability to fucking block in the sky instead of on the floor.
Once Sims learned, which he did the first year, which again, centers when they come into the league, they always jump in for everything, trying to block everything. Once Sims figured that out and timed it, he did get a lot better on blocking. That's when he got better on rebounding. Last year, he was starting to cook before the injury, and then once iHeart got in there, it was over. Once he took over the reins, it was just dominating. So in that aspect, I think Sims is a better fit for the lineup that's here, where he's not going to have to do that much except rebound, maybe a put back from offensive rebound and do a putback, something of that nature. So I think he's a better fit, unless Mitch is all the way up 100% and ready to go. That's one thing, but I think Sims is a better fit. But defensively, I can't deny Precious Achiuwa is really good. If you look at the games that he played with us, he had double doubles plus a game with like 5 blocks.
Nah, Precious Achiuwa is a spark plug off the bench. When Precious comes in, you see his energy, and bro, he was matching iHeart's energy, and he was a little more aggressive. Now his offensive game is definitely a little. He could stretch the floor more out than Sims.
Listen, Precious Achiuwa had a game with, if I'm not mistaken, 7 blocks, 5 blocks. Then undeniably he's a better defender. I can't tell you it so far. I mean, he's had double games. He had games with 3 blocks, 5 blocks, 7 blocks, and so as a better blocker, I think it's not even close. Precious Achiuwa. But again, fit wise and can he block? He's definitely gotten a lot better. His timing's gotten better. He learned the left hand block with Mitch, and I'm not doubting Sims at all. I think he works really good. And again, I think he fits with this with the starting unit. And I think Precious, when Randall takes a break, or you're gonna see Thibodeau switch rotations where you got Precious Achiuwa and he plays with OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges, that lineup's gonna be crazy. So he's more versatile. He's definitely more versatile. But I think Sims is a better starter.
Listen, like I said in the last pod, these are all problems that I'm enjoying. Most of the Knicks fans are mad. I hear every other pod, people want to trade Randall off, and we haven't even seen. We just got a little appetizer of what Randall would do with OG and Brunson on the table, not including now that we got Bridges, which was, it's more or less an equivalent to Dante, just a little taller, but the threat was still out there. So he did pretty good when, in the month of January when the team was gelling. I think I forgot what was the run we went on, but Randall was damn sure part of that run.
He was about
he was balling.
Now, so
I think that Sims is gonna have. I think that Jericho's gonna have a breakout season. It's gonna be like it was for Deuce on his third season. I think he's gonna show us some stuff. I think he's gonna be he's gonna get some good playing time. It'd be great to if we're really smart, we'll play like Phil said, Randall coming off the bench. Not Randall, rather I mean Robinson coming off the bench and save him, and for the long run. Maybe we could start him later on in the second half of the season, towards the end of playoffs. But I would like to have him. I would like to see Sims play some more along with Achiuwa.
And
I would start. My bad. I want to piggyback off of what Mike said. I think Sims can take. I think Mitch can take over after the All-Star game. You know what I mean? Get him back into the starting lineup. Get him back. As long as Embiid is, as long as we're not playing Philly, I don't have a problem with Mitch starting.
And if you look at the last 2-3 years, the first 25 games has always been an evaluation of whoever we have. I think Leon has already kicked the tires. He asked about all the available centers who teams are probably willing to trade, and I think he got a feeler. He basically, how much do you think he got a price for all of them? I don't think he was intending to buy right now, unless it was a really good price. He probably saw they're overpriced. They probably want too much for Capella, which I think would be a good fit. I think they want too much, obviously, for Kessler. The money for this dude in Charlotte, he makes too little to nothing as a center, which is good for them, considering LaMelo Ball is the highest paid player there, so they need cheap players. So I don't see how they get rid of their center. I think he gauged the field, got a value of what's out there, and said, we're going to run with what we got now, unless I get something at a good price. The first 25 games, it's always been just like with RJ last year, just like with IQ. He talked negotiations, he had contracts, and in between there, see how they played? RJ didn't play. It was inconsistent. he pulled the trigger, he was out of there before trade deadline, right? And I think that's going to be the same type of thing now. He's going to see, is this a year that, as Michelle was saying, does Jericho Sims take this leap? He's been with us 4 years. He knows the system. He was doing pretty good yesterday. Last year we had iHeart. iHeart came and took over. He left. Can he take this leap now? We need him to take it this year. This is the year where Sims needs to be whoever he's going to be right now. That's why I don't think Skapintsev at 26 is there. I think him and Kolek are going to be gone and using whatever assets to move and flip. So the picture you saw today, none of them I think are going to be in the team. Sims is going to be an evaluation year. He gets packaged with all three of them if he doesn't step up. Or do you keep him at a great value? You gave him, I think, a 3-year contract. We gave him 12 mil, something like that. So we gave him I believe in you money, just like we did with Deuce. Now this is where you guys gotta become who you supposed to become. We seasoned you. We taught you.
And let's not forget that Sims is only 23 years old.
Fact. That's why this would be the same time.
Sims is a young buck, so he got more ceiling and more growing to do.
But let's say that's what you're right. He's 23. He's 4 years in the season, 4 years behind Tibbs. We've basically raised him, trained him, showed him. This would be a great year that either he becomes somebody or is valuable at his age, his skill set, and the price that he has to another team. Right? So
Listen,
this would be evaluation. I think he gets that.
Ever since we got Sims, bro, when I first seen that boy, all I could think of was Ben Wallace, bro. I think this kid has a defensive. I mean, even though Ben Wallace was a defensive monster, I think Jericho could shoot for that. Just with a better offensive back than Ben Wallace, but. When you saw that throw and them shoulders coming in, bro, it was a problem. It was a problem, bro.
I think he starts first 15, 20 games before we decide on what we're gonna do with him, in my opinion. I think Leon kicked the tires. He knows Precious Achiuwa, who would be a backup 4 to Randall. I think we know we want him. I think we know his price. I don't think another team has given him enough money to where he would just be like, yo, I'm just gonna go to this, like what they did with iHeart, like, yo, we're gonna give you 20 mil more than they can give you. I think they have a price. They probably already matched that offer sheet, and they need to move money, and that's where Kolek comes into play. Leon's too smart to give $9 million to this player who can help a young team. So it's gonna be to flip and move and use that to get him back. So Pressure should be coming back by August 7th. And then 25, the first 15 to 20 games, I think we see Sims start, and we're either going to keep him or we're going to move him. Any final thoughts for you guys on the Skapintsev, Sims? Anything you guys got on that?
Shit, just bring my niggas back. Let's run it. Let's run this shit into the ground and get this shit going, bro. I just can't wait for the season.
We'll do a quick one today. We ain't gonna kill you guys too long as we do. But Sunday we're gonna talk about the Tibbs contract. So come around because we had to include 2 shots because I want to get his thoughts on what he thinks about the contract. We'll talk about that Sunday. Saucy Sunday. Machete, any thoughts on Skapintsev, Kolek? Do we keep Kolek? Skapintsev, you were saying he possibly makes a team. Him being 26, and then the Jericho Sims and Precious Achiuwa. Any final thoughts? What are you thinking on those?
No, man, I'm glad it's a good pickup. Maybe we'll use them, maybe we won't use them. It's still good to have a 7-footer on a squad, and congratulations to Coach. He got himself the bag. I think he'll get about 10 mil.
We're going to talk about that Sunday, bro. Sunday.
All right, we'll talk about that. I still want to congratulate him because it's already old news by the time we talk about it.
Yeah.
News, so I want to shout out to Tom Philboo, who got the bag, well deserved. I hope his tenure. I hope his tenure stay, for the next 5 years. We need a dynasty. I think that we'll probably win the next. I don't even want to say how many we're gonna win because I ain't gonna LeBron James that shit. So, but we got ourselves a good squad. We're building ourselves a good assistant coaches around him. We got Mark Bryant. Congratulations to Mark Bryant for the job there, for the big man job. And so we got ourselves a
Mark Bryant.
Mark Bryant. That's his name.
Okay, he talked about everybody except the people that asked him the question.
But anyways, my point is that we got ourselves a big man coach for Skapintsev if we keep him, and Jericho Sims. You know, they're already training and getting ready because that coach is gonna get them on point. And we got Mook in there. He's gonna get our big guys going. We need all the height that we can get because we are small in the front or the backcourt small, and we need somebody to back up Mitch Robb, you know, to his left and to his right.
Speak for yourself with small in the front.
I'm talking about, you know, we need big tall brothers in there, you know, to Mitch's left and to his right. So, you know, because we're short, you know, we got Dmytro and all of these guys, they play great offense. Jalen Brunson and Dmytro and Josh Hart. But we need some size in there, you know what I'm saying? Level!
Yo, pause. But hey, listen. One thing we didn't mention is that the New York Knicks. Yeah, I mean, we have we are very talented in developing centers. So with that being said, start Sims, bring Precious home, sign the Kalinka to a two-way, and yeah, Kalinka. Yeah, I mean, get Buddy Roll in there and let's run, bro. Let's run. I can't wait for fucking practice. Can't wait for all of that shit.
Appreciate. Yeah, you're right. We ready. We almost there. This is just the final piece. We got about another week before we find out to see if we get Precious back, which I think the answer we obviously know is a hell yeah. We should be getting at. But Kolek, if you're looking at the click, Kolek, much everybody loves him. I can't see him here. I can't see him getting burned over campaign. Can't see him getting paid over Deuce. I don't know what Two Shots talking about last week. So he's gone, in my opinion. I think he's traded. That money's going to be used to flip to get Precious to whoever it is. My opinion. That's what he's going on there. But I think we're going to have a good team. Skapintsev, I think he could get that two-way. I think him and Jacob Toppin, I think they can get that the two-way contract. I think they'll still be in the G League. We can use Jacob Toppin in case something happens, but I think it's going to be another year of him on a two-way. I think Skapintsev another year on a two-way, as you said. This is the part of the first year we can see him coming into training camp to train against Mitch, to train against Sims, to actually have a training camp with the coach, with Thibodeau, and not just being in Westchester, actually to be in the training camp with Tibbs, so Tibbs can see what he got and then maybe use him a little bit. So I could see him getting that two-way contract. But as you guys are excited for this year, we ain't got too much talking about. Sunday we got talk about Tibbs. Excited to get out of here. Final thoughts? Anything? Last call for alcohol. We out of here. All right. Salute to everybody.
Sunday. Have a blessed weekend.
Yo, Sam. Yo, what you talking about?
Ale.
Yo, Sims, shout out to Sims. Yo, get that starting spot. Get in your bag. Outwork everybody and prove yourself.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, you got it. He's a lefty. That's it.
That's it. We in this show on a quickie.
Yeah. Mike the Specialist. Shout out to Mike the Specialist in the background.
Brothers. Salute to you guys in the chat. We appreciate you guys always. You know what it is. Hey, we had a quick, short one, but we're back Sunday, 5 p.m. And we're going to talk about the coach and anything else you guys want to chat about. We out of here. You heard?
Yo, salute to the chat.
Forms and films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic podcast.
Sounds like it's about to go down in here.
Going down.
New York City, NYC, Brooklyn, Staten, and the Bronx. Manhattan, Queens, what you want?
Forms and films in the building. My God, what's good?
And I salute the new Knicks. Let's get it.
Shout out to the new Knicks.
The new Knicks, salute my guy.
The new Knicks, the organic.
New York City. New York, York. If the Knicks is in the Mecca,